What is good, my people from YouTube? I know it's been a while. It literally has been a while. Um, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for the inconsistency, bro. It's nothing I could have done. I'm not gonna lie. It's nothing I could actually. I'm lying. Um, from now on, starting today, you will see 2 to 3 uploads a day, and I put that on my mother's life. Oh my god, I should have done that. I should have done that. Yo, yo, I'm cooked, bro. Nah, bro, but I genuinely missed this. I'm starting to get back to it, man. But this is another reaction to the UK scene, and today, bro, we have violent backstory of the Rudest diss track Abzsav Tables Turn. And if y'all don't remember, I reacted to Abzsav. He had like 3 tracks that were like diss tracks, and that's literally like the only stuff I heard from him. I haven't heard of anything else. They were very disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, very disrespectful. Um, I'm not gonna lie. He ruined that one song for me. Dumb Ways to Die, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still traumatized from that. So this is gonna be like a video where it explains everything to it, like what the backstory is and so on. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, but I'm not excited. I don't know, bro. I'm losing my mind. I haven't been doing this in so long, but yeah, man. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. It's gonna be way easier for you to send your recommendations in, and I promise I'll get to all of them, bro. I promise. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and here we go.
Fans are going wild right now after a West London rapper called Abzsav dropped probably the rudest 3 songs to ever come out. In today's video, we are going into the
Yeah.
backstory of these 3 diss tracks, which will clear up a lot about why they are so violent. Let's get into it.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually not ready. I'm not gonna lie. I'm lying. I'm
So
not
if
ready.
you're not up to date, like I said before, West London rapper Abzsav just dropped 3 of the rudest diss tracks that ever come out. So rude and disrespectful that it's even opening the question of if dissing the dead should be illegal. Now I know
Bro, hold on. What it say?
that it's even opening the question of if
Should disrespecting the dead be illegal? See, like for me, I grew up in a whole different environment, and I just never seen I've never seen anything like this. I'm not gonna lie, like y'all know it too. Like y'all see in the comments that I'm like too like what is it called? Too innocent to be reacting to it. I get y'all say that, but like it doesn't affect my day-to-day life, and I don't like become parasocial and act like I know everything about this. I just like the music. But the thing is that with the music, there's a lot of disrespectful stuff with it, and for me, I really don't like hearing like somebody saying they're smoking on whoever. I shouldn't have said that as an example, but that's what you hear on the daily basis in the drill scene. Um, so yeah, that's a topic between like people that actually like do it and people that are in the area. Cause I'm not from the UK, I'm from the Americas. So I shouldn't even be speaking on it. So, but I'm just letting y'all know how I feel. Honestly, I don't, I'm not cool with it. But every song that I've listened to has disrespectful and they diss the dead. So I can't. It's kind of hypocritical. I don't know. But let me know what y'all think too. Should disrespecting the dead be illegal? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
dissing the dead should be illegal. Now I know a couple of you guys probably have not heard the songs, so I put them on the screen now. But we'll be breaking them.
Yeah, I need to react to. Oh, I only reacted to this one, but y'all told me to react to. There's 3 parts of this. I haven't reacted to the first one or the third one.
Down and going through the
see.
history behind all of this. So the rapper who dropped these tunes is a rapper called Abzsav, who's from an area called Norfolk, at the edge of West London. And from the outside in, it doesn't look like the worst area, but Norfolk is home to Abzav's gang, N Gang. N Gang is also part of a bigger gang across the London borough of Ealing, which is a collective of members from towns in Ealing called Southall, Greenford, and of course Norfolk. The reason they're called 156 is because the areas covered in the gang are UB1, UB1, UB5, and UB6 postcodes. 156 beef quite a lot of West London, especially its surrounding areas. But they're mainly into it with a gang from Rayners Lane, which is a 7-minute drive from Norfolk where Abzsav is from. But 156 are better known for their feud with another gang from West London called CGM, which is infamously the gang of the big rapper Digga D. And despite the beef between Rayners Lane and 156,
yo, no way.
The gang of the big rapper Digga.
Bro, this dude, I've actually seen like stuff on my TikTok about this guy, Digga D, and I've reacted to him as well. And yeah, this dude, I mean, he kind of has some motion. I'm not gonna lie, he has some motion. But dang, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
And despite the beef between Rayners Lane and 156 being more personal, most people are probably familiar with CGM and 156 issues, mainly just because CGM are much more well known than Rayners Lane, with CGM rapper Digga D hitting mainstream type of views on his songs, and other members like Rack 5 and Horrid 1 hitting decent numbers as well. But a big reason to do with CGM's blow up on the scene was actually to do with 156. CGM burst onto the scene around 2016 to 17 under their old group's name 1011, and they blew up faster than any other group at the time, gaining millions upon millions of views in some of their first songs as a group. But one of the main reasons for CGM's blow up was due to a murder which took place in the beef between Rayners Lane and 156. On April 11th, 2017, a 156 member called T-Wiz barely even just walked out of his Norfolk home until he was approached by 2 Rayners Lane members. T-Wiz was heard arguing with the 2 Rayners Lane members before he was stabbed in his stomach. The 2 attackers then fled the scene, and sadly, T-Wiz died later that day. CGM blew up a lot on the early songs due to this death, with CGM mocking him in every song, making the name T-Wiz a well-known name in the UK just off his death. CGM even mocked T-Wiz so much that members were even banned from saying his name in any future songs. One of the killers of T-Wiz was a Rayners Lane member called T-Rose in any future songs. One of T-Wiz so much that members were even banned from saying his name in any future songs. One of the
like his own people, like his own gang members were like saying they can't like use his name. Y'all explain that to me.
Killers of T-Wiz was a Rayners Lane member called T-Rose, and him and the other guy actually managed to beat the murder case.
Making music doesn't have to be expensive.
Bro.
Save big on Gibson, Stride.
Case due to self-defense. After beating the case, T-Rose then went on to make a drill song about the murder, while also recreating the scene of the murder in the music video.
What is bro? What?
After T-Wiz
they reenacted his death. That's insane, bro. That is actually wild. Oh my gosh.
And even while years went by after T-Wiz's murder, 156 members were still out to get him. T-Rose moved around 3 hours from London to a small town called Telford. 156 caught wind of this and rid out 3 hours to Telford, caught T-Rose and shot him to death 3 years after the murder of T-Wiz. 2 hours before T-Rose's death on the 13th.
That is wild, bro. He moved I'm not gonna lie, if you're involved in that type of stuff, you would have to move even if you're hours away, you would have to move to another country. I'm not gonna lie, that's insane. Especially they're out to get you due to the fact that you went overboard. Rest in peace of both of them, but still it's all insane, bro, because whatever you do, that will always follow you. Whatever bad decision you make, it's gonna always come back eventually. So that's insane to think 3 years later they just found out where he stayed at and killed him, which rest in peace to all of them. I don't condone that, but yeah, man, that's insane.
Of October. Back in London, another batch of 156 members were also driving around Hayes with a shotgun and revolver, looking for members of another rival gang to 156 called Purple Haze, when they spotted someone who allegedly had links to the gang called Shaq. The members in the car then proceeded to shoot Shaq multiple times with the revolver, sadly killing him on the scene. The car was then dumped, doused with petrol, and burnt a few miles away from the shooting. 5 people have been charged with this murder so far, including a 13-year-old boy, but are yet to go to
13-year-old?
Abzsav mentions both T-Wiz and
What?
Shaq's murder in his Table Turns 1 song, saying 24 hours 2 got dropped. And even at the start of his second diss track, he mocks T-Rose by pretending he's a skeleton. The reason for this was because a couple years back, T-Rose by pretending he's a skeleton.
Bro, y'all remember in the video, I was like, bro, why does this dude have a skeleton from Party City, bro? And see, bro, this man literally got a skeleton from Party City and was just moving its mouth, bro. Now I know why, bro. Come on,
the start
bro.
Of his second diss track, he mocks T-Rose by pretending he's a skeleton. The reason for this was because a couple years back, CGM member Horrid One mocked T-Wiz by pretending he's a skeleton of him. See, a year before the double murder of Shaq and T-Rose, the tables were very much turned in this feud. Now, if you listen to CGM rapper Digga D's tunes, you'll probably hear or see him mentioning a guy called JoJo, or you might have seen him with a diamond ring with the words "Free JoJo" engraved in it. Well, JoJo was a Rainer's Lane member who was getting into it heavy with 156, so much that the feds had to relocate him more than an hour away from Rainer's Lane to East London.
They had to move him around
to keep him out of trouble after he caught a couple cases. But unfortunately, this didn't stop him from getting into it with 156 members, which was clear on November the 18th, 2017. On this day, JoJo left his Ilford home carrying a black motorcycle helmet at 4:45 p.m. and got a train from Ilford to Norfolk, territory of the 156 gang. He then met up with 3 friends, and around 10 p.m. with 2 mopeds and shanks, they started to circle around Norfolk looking for 156 members. Unfortunately, on some bad timing, some affiliates of 156 just happened to grab some drinks from a shop and were heading back to their friend's house to enjoy their Saturday night. When they got to a road called Newnham Close in Norfolk, which was the same road their friend T-Wiz happened to be stabbed to death a few months back, JoJo and his friends spotted the group and jumped off their mopeds to try to catch up to them. The 156 group split up and started running for their lives. But once JoJo and his friends got back on their mopeds looking for the group, they managed to spot an 18-year-old called Jason Isaacs in a dead end separated from his group, which resulted with Jason being stabbed 8 times from a sword and machete. Jason managed to get himself to a friend's house and eventually to a hospital, but a few days later, sadly, he was pronounced dead. The mopeds from the attack were dumped but later recovered by police, and once the forensic team investigated them, JoJo's blood was discovered on one of the bikes.
Bro, these ads, bro.
Once the forensic team investigated them, JoJo's blood was discovered on one of the bikes. Not only that, but when the feds pulled up to JoJo's house, they recovered the same puffer jacket, hoodie, and helmet which was shown on the CCTV from the attack. JoJo was eventually charged with the murder, but the only issue was that there was 3 more people to catch. The evidence was crazy on JoJo, but the feds didn't want him just to go down for the murder. But JoJo refused to testify against his friends, and ultimately was sentenced to life with a minimum of 20 years. Just like T-Wiz, Jay was heavily mocked in songs, mainly from Rainer's Lane members, with no type of remorse for the 2 young lives which were lost. And you could tell mentally this really took a toll on Abzsav, who had just lost 2 of his friends. In the recent interview he just done with Fumes the Engineer, he talks about how people were dissing his friends for years. And
so this dude actually talks. I did not know that, bro. You know what I mean? I always seen this man making faces, you know, in the booth, like right here, just making, you know, I guess he's the producer, or no, he's the engineer, so he mixes all this stuff. And you know what I mean? I just thought bro just never talked, but he does interviews. I don't know how he would sound like. I don't want to mock a English accent. I know people are going to get mad at me, bro.
For a lot of people, it was all fun and games, without anyone realizing that certain guys actually lost a friend in real life. He goes on to say that the reason he called these diss tracks Tables Turned, because he was just replying to all the disses his gang has been getting for years. And when we actually look at the lyrics of his Tables Turned songs, you can see that a lot of disses actually go lyric to lyric, with the same disses opposition gangs have said previously, but obviously just changed up to fit the agenda of his gang. But despite all of this, some people still think Abzsav went too overboard, talking about a lot of sensitive situations, like a CGM member called AP's mum dying. He then even goes into dissing big UK drill rapper Russ, by pretty much saying CGM can't try what they done to Russ, with him dissing AP's mum. A bit of backstory on this, basically around 2 years ago, just like Abzsav, drill rapper Russ also dissed AP's mum in the group chat between Russ and CGM members. At the time, Russ was cool with CGM, mainly because his right hand, another drill rapper called Taze, is cousins with a couple CGM members. After dissing AP's mum, Russ had the show, but after decided to go to CGM's block, thinking he's still cool with them. But the tables turned and CGM members robbed Russ for his chain. For a period of time, it seemed like 156 and Russ were cool though, with a 156 member called Nito MB, even featuring on a remix of Russ's
Nito MB, I've heard of him.
Once the song came out, Nito started demanding all over his socials that he wants the song to be taken down, which it eventually was. But despite these CGM and Russ disses, it's clear that Rainer's Lane was the biggest focal point on these songs, with countless disses towards them, mentioning situations like a double shooting on Rainer's Lane members in 2018, or when 5156 members ran into a kebab shop and shot at a couple Rainer's Lane members in 2020. But one of the most painful disses was on a situation that took place quite recently, on the 11th of June 2021. A 15-year-old Rainer's Lane member who went by the name J Taps was on his way to school around 8:30 in the morning when he unfortunately bumped into a 156 member. In video footage, which is way too graphic to post on here, you can see the two get into a tussle, which ended with J Taps being stabbed multiple times and soaked in the blood of Paul in his own school clothes. This was literally broad daylight in front of herds of kids making their way to the school.
No, bro. Dude, that's a 15-year-old kid, bro. Like, dude, bro. Yeah, dude, that's insane, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I always say this in my videos, you know, because mostly, like, the audience that's watching me is probably from the UK or around the areas in Europe. You know, I know how dangerous it is over there, and as well as, like, my American people around here, too. If you're, bro, I highly suggest you to just go to school, bro. And, you know, a lot of times some people get unlucky and get put in, like, some unlucky situations just due to the fact that they're from a certain area, but they may not have anything to do with anything. But, you know, if you have the choice and if you have the option, bro, just stick to being yourself, go to school, get a job, play sports. You know, that's the main thing. You know, don't like fall into that peer pressure, because this is what peer pressure gets you into, like gangs and all that. You know, trying to fit in, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Rest in peace to this kid, bro.
After the stabbing, the kid ran away from the scene, with even builders who are working on the site nearby trying to catch up to the kid until the police came. A 156 member called Slims is currently awaiting trial for this murder, who was also only 15.
Yeah, and I get in that again, bro.
Some crazy sounds in here.
And was making Slims is currently awaiting trial for this murder, who was also only 15 and was making his way to school, which is crazy to think that this feud is running so deep that school kids from each side are turning on each other. In Abzav's second diss track, he even mocked J Taps for not making it to his 16th birthday, which is sad to know that somebody so young lost their life to this feud. Just before J Taps' death,
bro, any kid, even the people that die, like 20-year-olds, 25, bro. Everybody that dies in this died too young. Anybody in general, like any gangs around the world, bro. It's sad to hear, like, you know, these people have so much life ahead of them, but, you know, from the actions that they're doing and, you know, getting themselves into, it's all a result. You know, it's hard to say that. I don't like saying that, because, you know, it's the hard truth, though. It's the hard truth.
He was seen in a couple pictures throwing up gang signs, and literally just a few days before his death, he was seen in the Rudest music video called For Real, which would have made him a target for 156 members. Apart from Rudest, Abzsav also takes a dig at pretty much half of West London. Areas like West Drayton, South Acton and Wildstone, who are all lesser known areas to have conflicts with 156, which really makes you deep how much beef 156 actually has. But I want to know what everybody thinks of these tracks. Do people think Abzsav went too far on these, or do people think it's justified due to the previous mocking of his friends?
Y'all let me
most
know.
importantly,
Y'all
do
let me
people
know.
think these tracks are even worth it? It's definitely got the whole community talking and hearing about Abzsav, which could work to his favor in his future career. But with the police taking down his songs, his YouTube channel and even his TikTok, he's probably gonna have trouble in the future making any songs without
they're
them
taking
being
down
taken
everything,
with
bro.
The police pretty much having control of what is allowed to be put out there. These tracks also might get him blackballed from the industry, with a lot of labels and shows not really wanting to get involved with controversial artists, which can mess up their brand, which may even prevent other artists from wanting to work with him also. I do think Abzsav is a very talented artist, and if he plays his cards right, he could capitalize on the boost of clout he's now got. But if he doesn't, he's in danger of letting these tracks overshadow his career. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out. I've partnered up with Atlas V.
Okay, we do not care about that. But yeah, bro, I'd say exactly. He has the clout, you know. Apparently, like the tracks that he's put out is got him to up there, but you know that's momentarily. Like if you don't capitalize off of that and you know move into a whole nother direction, change that up. You know, not everybody wants to hear disses all the time. Maybe I want to hear like some opera, some some gospel. I don't know, bro. I'm just putting stuff out there. You know, if people want to hear new things, people want to see the changes, and you gotta stick out to the change, bro. You can't be doing the same thing. It's kind of ironic coming from me because I'm just doing reactions, but yeah, bro. But this was a fire video. I'm not gonna lie, this was a fire video. And, you know, I didn't know too much about this guy. I did not know anything about him at all, you know, but this just gave me a whole different perspective on everything, bro. You know, all these kids that are just going like against each other, you know, mocking each other. It's insane. And I want to know y'all's opinion on it. Y'all let me know if y'all, you know, are against it, with it, whatever. I hope y'all aren't, because you know I really don't want anybody in my comments, you know, fighting or whatever. Like like I seen it in one of my other videos, people were fighting or whatever. But yeah, bro, y'all let me know. Great video, bro. I'm gonna wrap up the reaction. I promise this won't be like the last time you see me. I promise. I put on everything, bro. I appreciate the love, and I will catch y'all later, bro.